Ah, The Sims. This franchise holds a special place in my heart, especially 1 and 2. It taught me that going to bed is important, how to start fires, that answering the phone was a better source of income than my job, that I couldn't get a promotion unless I had friends, that marrying someone was a better source of income than answering the phone, that blue is definitely the best flavor of Gatorade, and that making gnomes was a better source of income than marrying anyone. When Sims 2 came along, I was blown away by the customization of making their faces details, and oftentimes I would make them look as stupid as possible. Well, I did it most of the time, honestly. I would even make 2 people with weird faces have a baby and hope that baby would grow up to have an even weirder face. Actually, making stupid faces was probably my favorite part of Sims 2, and recently I discovered a way to make the most ridiculous Sims 2 characters ever. Let me show you how it's done. Branding is important. Okay, to begin, you're going to need a copy of Sims 2 with Fun with Pets installed. Once that's installed, you want to go to your program files, you want to go to Origin Games, Sims 2 Ultimate Collection, then you want to go down to Fun with Pets, then you want to go to SP9, CS Bin, and then TS2 Body Shop. Now keep in mind, when you run this, you can't run it while Sims 2 is running, and while Sims 2 is running, you can't run Sims Body Shop, so you'll want to close each one if you want to go to the other one. Now that the Body Shop is open, let's make a sim. Let's go to Build Sim, Build or Clone Sims, and let's go to Build a Sim. You can just ignore what I've done before. Now, when you're building a sim, you can pick either gender is fine. But when you're picking age, I suggest to pick adult. If you pick any other age, I'm not sure if it'll work in-game when you're making a family. I know for a fact that young adult doesn't work, so just pick adult for now. Right, so the tabs on top here, if you want, you can edit your genetics, you can edit the face, makeup, and clothes, but the real magic here is behind modifiers. So let's go to modifiers, and you can pick any of these features that you want. But for this example, let's just go with face. And yeah, for this example, let's just, I don't know, make their ears big. So you can see here the slider was in the middle, and I moved it a bit to the left, and you can't see with her hair actually. How do I change her hair? I'm just gonna change her hair really quick. Yeah, that'll do, thank you. Let's go back to her ears. Yeah, we can, yeah, her ears are bigger now, cool. And then we'll hit Done Building Sim. Now, one clever little thing with this is, with the last sim you made, you can just go down here to Clone Selected Sim, click that, and then you want to just go back to Modifier to whatever you edited before. Let's go to Face, and you might notice here that ear size, it's gone back to the middle, so we can just edit that and go left again, and look how big it's gotten now. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, that's honestly the bones of it. You can edit this sim and change their features as many times as you want and make it look as silly as you want. But here's the thing, doing that can take a lot of time. If you want to make a really ridiculous looking sim, it can take 10 times doing that, 20 times. It could take like a half an hour to an hour to really make a silly looking sim. So if you're like me and you want to make things go faster because you're lazy and you're intuitive, let's go and download some automation software. So the automation software we're going to use for this example is called Macro Recorder. I also hear that Auto Hotkey is a good recorder as well, but you can use either one. What this software does, it records your mouse movements and your key input while the record button is pressed, and then when you stop it, you can play back exactly what you did. So let's do that for The Sims 2 right now. Now, it's important that we record while we're on the screen because I'm going to bring the screen back to here once I'm done so that it makes a perfect loop. Let me just show you. So let's hit record. Let's go down to Clone Sim. Let's go to Modifiers, the face, and let's go to that ear again and then hit done. Now that we're back at this screen, let's just hit stop on the recorder. Now let's press play on the recorder. As you can see, it's copying the exact movements that I did before, and it's making the Sim's ears massive. So let's have more fun with this. There's a lot of settings here that you can use, and one such setting is speed. I'm going to bring the speed up to 300, so that means it's going to go 3 times faster, and let's repeat it 5 times. Let's hit play. So this might happen sometimes if you have a software or a window that takes some time to load and you want to repeat the process, it might miss the button that you wanted it to press. So in that instance, you want to go here to wait, and then you're going to add a small timer at the end of your loop so that you wait long enough for the window to load. So let's try that one more time. There, that fixed it. Now our sim is getting really big ears. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing in the automation software. If you want to increase the speed all the way, which you can, I'm going to press 999 so I get the max speed that it's available. I'm pretty sure it's 1000. Mouse path, it can do as recorded, so it's exactly the way you did it. Or you can do linear, which means it'll go as straight as possible to the last button you pressed. And then let's repeat it 50 times. Because the speed is so high, it might miss the button. So let's play it once. And if anytime you want to break the loop, you just hit escape on your keyboard and it should break the loop. So let's try that. So that was too fast as I thought. So I'm gonna extend the wait here. I'm gonna extend that to 600 milliseconds. And let's hit play again. Perfect. So you can use this technique to edit as many sliders on the sim as you want. For me, just for the sake of this video, I'm doing just the ears, but you can do the cheeks, the eyes, the jaw, the nose, anything. You can only copy the same thing you did, but it's just, you just leave it run, go have a cup of tea and come back and just see what the hell you just created in life. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to show you guys now what it's like to see your creation in game. Just before we get into the game, let me show you how to save your last recording. If you want to go record again, it'll automatically ask you if you want to save this recording. I find that handy in case I want to record another, if I want to play another recording that I made for a sim earlier. So you just go to save as and just save it anywhere. And just for the sake, we'll say big ear. Be eared. Perfect. Before we go into the game, we just have to close the software. Yep. Now let's start her up. Okay, now that we're in game, let's go see our sim. Just pick a neighborhood. Any neighborhood will do. Then go to families. Create new family. Let's call her ear or ears. Now what you need to do, you need to remember the gender you picked. So we made a female. We go to here and it's gonna show up the last sim that we made, or even all the different sims that we made. So let's put her in there. Cool. Let's call her big. Then we have to go down to personality and just pick some of these. They're compulsory. It's fine. Give her an aspiration. That's cool. And that's it. You hit accept family. And you'll notice that if you make a big face sim, they're gonna clip nearly everything. So let's put ears into a house. Let's put ear into yeah. Oh wait, what just happened? Where's the ears? Oh, ear. Oh, I'm well, I made a previous recording and here's other ears. There we go. There's ears and other ears. She's not very happy. Alright, that's how you get to see your creation in The Sims 2. You can have a lot of fun with this. I've made some absolutely crazy people and abominations. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you learned how to do this and you have fun doing it and you have fun using automation software as well. It's very useful. So now I'll leave you with a bit of a montage of my favorite creations. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.